Hello to everyone. Welcome, Francois. Welcome, Maria and Rafael. Let's wait another couple of minutes because I have 7 attendees registered here. So welcome also to you, Amalia. We are waiting a couple of minutes more. Okay, I think we can start. So welcome again. I'm Andrea Schillaci, and today I'm talking to you from a very mild and sunny Pisa in Tuscany. I work for Trust IT, as you all know. Welcome, Manu. And I help Sarah Pitonet in the managing and usage of the website, of the RDA Alliance website. So let's begin. We have an agenda here. What we are going to see today is, these main 3 topics. So the management and usage of national group pages, the use of visualization tool for statistics on the overall community of the RD Alliance members, and also a dedicated tool for statistics of the European and national nodes. So this could be very useful for you on your quarterly report, maybe. For your benefit, you have to know that you can mute and unmute yourself at every time. I just will ask you to keep your question for the end of every section here. At the end of every topic, you will be free to ask as you prefer. So let's move on, and let's start with the national group pages. What I'm going to explain you today is these main 5 topics. So the usage of the main page, and the usage of the wiki page, events and posts on your national group, and the usage of the file repository. And let's start. Well, I created a test user today just to let you see how act as a national node coordinator. In this case, I have the Italian node group page, of which the node coordinator is Emma Lazzari, and I am acting as her at the moment. Let's have a overall look at the whole page. We have here a gray box you cannot change with a general disclaimer. And then you have the body of your main page. So you have the group details here, and all this part that is personalized according to the preference of you, basically. And then we have a second part here in which you can see all the recent activities, and so basically a collection of events, posts, and also wiki pages. Well, as a node coordinator, you are able to edit this main page from this button here on the top of your page from Edit. Once you click it, you will be brought inside the editor, from which you can change things like the title, the body itself, and the body here, the summary, just over the body. And if you are confident, you can also switch to an HTML source code. A couple of best practices are to keep your test as clear as possible. So when you copy and paste it from another source, try to clean it up on formatting. For example, if you copy and paste from Microsoft Word, you will always bring the formatting with yourself. So try before to pass into a plain text editor like Notepad Plus if you work on Windows, or maybe brackets if you work on Mac. Okay, and if you try to upload images, try to keep them very small in width and also in weight. So try to keep under 800 pixels in width and less than some couple of 100 kilobytes in weight. Well, you have the possibility to edit the body here, but you have also the possibility to edit the email address of the whole group. And as regard these fields here, I suggest you not to change them because they are within the structure of the website itself. So it's not worth it to change them. Please don't do it. So you can also add people like chairs of your national group. They won't gain any permission. We need to do that from the backend, but they will be labeled like chairs of your national group. You can also attach files here and add note. At the end, you can preview, save, or delete your edits. Well, let's go back and let's have a more detailed view on the type of content you can create. You can create them from the sidebar. You have an Add Content tab, and let's start from the last one, from the wiki pages. Well, you can create wiki pages, so they are collaborative pages. You can edit them within your group with your members. You will go through the same editor, so title, tags for categorizing, but they are not so useful really, and wiki parent. In order to set up a proper wiki parent, you have to choose the wiki parent index name. Every national group should have one, but you have to set up them. If you don't have done it yet, I'll show you later how to do it. For in this case, for Italy, the national group wiki page has this name. Okay, then you have the same editor. The possibility to attach some file. Your audience is mandatory, is obviously the one of your group, and then you can also set up the group content visibility. You are able to share this kind of content just with the members of your group or with every user of the website. It's up to you. Well, once you've created them, as usual, you can preview and save your national page, and you will see it under this sidebar under index group wiki. When you click on wiki, you will brought to the full list of your wiki pages. For example, here in Italy, they created this Open Science Webinar series. It's, I think, an agenda or something like that. Yes, but every user here is able to edit it. If you don't have a wiki page set up already, instead of this group wiki link, you will see something like create your index page. You have to create it, give it a name, and then when you create a wiki page, you have to select that name from the drop-down list on the proper field. Well, let's move on and let's see how to create post or group mailing lists. Basically, every user of your national group is subscribed to the national group mailing list. Creating this kind of content, post group mailing list, you create a content that will be shown at the bottom of your page, so will be saved for future visualization, and it will be also sent to every member of your group. This is pretty important because you can create it from here, giving it a title, adding a body and choosing to attach files and things like that. But you can also create directly from your mailing list provider, from your mail provider, sorry, simply creating an email and sending it to the email address of the national group. In this case, is this one, RDA Italy at rdagroups.org. This email address is the one you set up editing the group itself. Okay, then group events. You can create events and share them with all your members. You have a title to edit, starting and maybe an ending date, and a body, things like that. As usual, you can set up visibility, preview, and save this kind of content. Every content of this kind, each of these three will be shown once created at the bottom of your page here under recent activity section. You have the possibility to filter them, applying a type of filter, filter them by the name of the author or by keywords on the title. And on apply, okay, you will see just the kind of content you want to show. There's a difference between event and group event because the group event are the one you create, while the event are the one pushed directly from the main website. So if you want to give visibility to an event to the whole website, you don't have to create them from here, from the link we have seen before, but you have to create them from the home page, going through the the proper submission form, and they are to be accepted and then will be published and pushed directly into your group page. Okay, at the bottom of your page you also have a file repository here. It's pretty simple to use. You have just two buttons, a green one and a yellow one. You can upload single files to your national page from the green button. And again, you have to choose your file. You have some limitation here, but they are pretty large. Give it a title and also a description if you want. And you can also choose to create a whole folder of files and upload them all at once. So choose one, then choose two, and so on. Give a title to your folder and upload them all at once again. You have the full list of the participants to your national group on this yellow box on the right. I think that's it. So I'll give you a couple of minutes for your question. You have the possibility to open up your microphone and ask directly or write them down on the webinar panel. Okay. We have already a couple of questions from Lisa Deliu. Sorry for my pronunciation. Is there a way to show group events in the calendar in the group page? Well, this module actually is not working properly. We are looking and investigating to fix it, but actually, no, Lisa, we are so sorry. It's just a placeholder. Take it just as a placeholder for the moment. But we are trying to fix it. Yeah, I know it will be very useful. And then another question, what do you use a wiki page for? Could you give examples? Of course, a wiki page is a collaborative page. So when you create a collaborative page, you are able to edit with all the members of your group. If you create a wiki page, you have to know that everyone could put his edits on it. So bear that in mind, and you can create informative pages maybe, or I don't know, something like outputs or things like that. And then Rafael Ritz asks, what about language? Is it possible to have an English and German version, let's say? Sorry, Rafael, what are you referring to? I don't understand. this text is edited manually. So when you write it down, obviously I could move myself. Maybe there's something I had to check before. Let's say. Oh, I have to do it manually one by one. Sorry. Okay. I'm almost done. Sorry. Rafael, now you are able to.
So now I could unmute myself. If I remember correctly, on the German notes page, I saw a demonstration once that maybe through a certain hack or workaround, it was possible to provide at least parts of a document in two languages. Like in your example here, you could have an Italian and an English summary for the same document, that is. And if I'm not mistaken, we have tried this on the German group page or German note page. And I'm not sure I'm mixing things up here, but I have something like that in mind. Do you know more?
Okay, so hello.
Hello. Here's Katrin. Raphael, you're right. I saw that this dual version disappeared. So yeah, something has changed.
Okay, what I usually suggest to do, because it's the simple things to do, is to just translate your page, put a bar in the middle, and give two versions, one below each other. It's simple, it's safety, and if someone could not understand what you are saying in one language, you have the other already shown just below. It's my suggestion. I think there is no a module to translate it directly, but I will investigate further and let you know, Rafael. Let's have a follow-up on this, maybe, okay?
Well, this option was on the website, but they've removed it because I had trouble with it for the Netherlands, and I think a couple of other countries have had that as well. So they've taken it out and made it a normal text edit box.
Yeah, I remember there was some issue, and this was the reason.
Smartwatch πρέπει να έχει αλλάξει για να δούμε τι έκδοση.
We can hear you all, so I had to ask you to please be quiet while someone is questioning something. Sorry for that. Yes, we had issues with the translation model, so we removed it. Actually, the simple thing to do is that one that I've just told you. So put double script, one for each language. So it's better for and then it's simple. Hope to have a reply to your reference.
Ωραία. Μου λες με αυτό που σου λέει, ο...
Otis, can you mute yourself, please?
I can mute everyone if you prefer. Okay, any other question? No, I'll mute you all. Sorry. No, I muted myself. I'll mute you all. Okay. I think there is now an option to do it for everyone. So I'm doing it one by one. Okay, let's say so. Well, let's move on. Let's move to the visualization and statistics tool we developed for your benefit. So you will find this kind of charts under the About RDA and Who is RDA, Who RDA web page. That is basically here under About Who is RDA. What you will see here is these three charts showcasing some stats of the overall community growth, and you also have a Discover More button that brings you directly into these beautiful tools of data that you can use. It's a static tool, so you can't filter data here You can just read them. You can't even download them. You have just a visualization tool. And it's pretty clear and self-explanatory, so you have just to go over with your mouse on the charts. You have a growth over time chart and a couple of demographic charts telling you from where users came from. So you can see here 1,907 users from United States. You can also have a bunch of information on their organization type and professional type. So you have 2 pages. You can change the page here from the top navigation bar. And on the second page, you have a more detailed focus on continents. So always countries, but divided, broken up by countries, by continents, sorry. It's pretty clear. We have some space for question as well. If
Hi,
any.
Andrea.
Hi, Maria.
Can you actually filter it by country? And also, can you see somehow how the number of group members has evolved?
Well, not from this tool. You anticipated me because we have another tool we are going to see here. So keep on hold your question, please. I reply you later.
Thank you.
I have another question regarding the count of members, and that has to do with the fact that I sometimes realize that we have double entries of individuals for whatever reason, that they may have signed up with different email addresses, they may have forgotten that they had already registered, and who knows what. Is there any plan to consolidate that at some point, and will it be taken care that this will not distort the proper evolution, because this may come across awkward if not taken care of?
Okay, thank you for your question, Fotis. It's a tricky question because we have to manage it manually. And doing so, obviously, we can have the full control of who registered twice on the website. You know, if you register from one email address and then from another one, I can make checks on the name. But if you not write your name and surname in the exact way 2 times, I'm not so sure to manage properly the registration of users. We sometimes do that, yes, periodically, but it's always made manually. So we are trying to provide our best to avoid these kind of things, but we can't be sure to do in the exact way. I don't know if I answer to your question. What is?
It was Rafael, not me.
Oh, sorry, Rafael. Sorry, very soft. So it's clear? Okay, I hope so.
Yep, thanks.
Any other question?
Yeah, I typed a question in the question box.
Okay, Lisa, here you are. Can the countries help by looking at their mailing list to the country group in order to managing the double registration? Do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because I can see a couple of them that are double in my country. I could, send you a list which ones need to be removed.
Yeah, you can manage it directly from the web page.
Oh, we can.
Yeah, you can. I'll show you how to do that. But you just remove them from the national group. What does it mean?
So to clean up the database, then it would be great if we can send you a list or something like that.
Yeah, you can do that every time. I'll give you my email address at the end of this presentation. So let's keep in touch and try to collaborate in this sense. What I was talking about is that if you remove the user just from the national group, you don't remove it from the website. And what does it mean? That you don't know which account is using for his activities. So you can try to make an attempt, of course, But what if you remove the one you usually use for his activity on RDA website? It's tricky, I know, and that's the point I wanted to raise. You can obviously remove users from double users from your national group, but you won't be sure to remove the right one. Do you want me to do in a anyway? Lisa?
I don't think I understood the question. I'm sorry.
Okay, I can repeat. Well, the point is, you have double entries of users on your national group page, okay?
Yeah.
So you can remove one of the accounts, but what if you remove the one that you usually use for his activities? He has still the other one, okay? But why a person registered 2 times on the website? Because he sure don't remember credential for enter with his account, right?
Yeah.
So it's tricky.
Yeah.
Because
is there, because there is a check. If somebody already logged in with a certain email address, then they will say, okay.
Yeah, you can do it now. Let's try to manage it this way. So try to give these to send double accounts to me, and I can try to look which of the last access has been done from which account, so we can remove the older one. Could be fine. Okay. Any other business? Yes. Maria also explained be ready, but people may find useful to know how to remove a user from the mailing list. Okay, yes, so let's go through it. So let's go back to our national group. As a node coordinator, you have a group button here that you can click and see the whole list of people in your group. So clicking here under people, you have the full list of them. So in order to remove a person, you just need to click on the right button here. You can also make bulk removing. For example, I have here a double entry, Cristina Mencarelli. It's clear. I don't know which one of these account to remove. I have to go inside the person and look from which account he did last access. So maybe I can remove the other one. But anyway, you can select multiple accounts and remove them in bulk. Okay. So hope it's clear now. Okay. Something else? No. Okay. Let's move on. So next point for us is the European visualization tool. Here we are. So is another two dashboard similar to the one we have seen before, except for the fact that you have a couple of filters exposed here at the top of your page, from which you can visualize just data for your own country. So let's open it up, for example, and try to select United Kingdom. You can click on it and see data just for that country. It's very useful. Well, you have charts all over these dashboards. I have to mention that this one on the top right of the screen is static for the date filter. So you can filter it just for countries because it shows you member subscription from March 2018, just for that. So having selected United Kingdom, I see the overall number of members coming from there, the overall number of members since the beginning of the project, and also the organization type of these members. You have a second page also here from which you can see the growth for each country belonging to a node. So UK, German, Finland, and so on. Maybe this kind of line chart could be useful if you're going to see something related to some kind of event, for example, or things like this. For example, Finnish people had an event here, and as you can see, they had 10 registrations on the website right before the event. I think it would be very useful also for your quarterly report. You can select a date. You have to select a starting date and an ending one in order to apply this date filter. You can also choose to see, okay, no entries for this period. You can also choose to see last 30 days, last 28 days, last quarter, week, and so on. For example, if I want to see data on this month, okay, nothing to here. Sorry. So last quarter, maybe. Okay. Well, lucky this time. Okay, this data will show you how many registrants have been since in last quarter. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty clear, but again, now I'll give you some space for your questions. So please ask me everything. Which number are you using for the country statistics, the number of members in the national group, or the numbers of accounts of a country? No, I'm using the average data coming directly from the website. So which average registrant to the website, Catherine? I'll give you also the link for access this presentation. Sorry, I haven't done it yet. It's this one. Oops. So it's shortened for your benefit. I will copy and pass it into an email right after this webinar. Amazing tool. Thanks. Okay, welcome, Maria. Can we download the data underlying these views? Not the data themselves. You can just make something like a screenshot, maybe, Rafael, and use it like I do, for example, in the nutshell. This kind of charts are the one I use for prepare the RDA in a nutshell, the monthly report. So no, but you can visualize them. Something else? Okay, I think everything is pretty clear. Well, I finished, so I hope this could help you on your daily basic activities starting from today. Thank you for your time. We did just half an hour of webinar, so we keep it very short. This one is my address. I will send you this presentation by email. I hope to follow up with someone of you if you need to check further some topic or anything. Thank you again. Bye.